In this lesson, we will learn about complex numbers, how to convert from polar to rectangular form. In the previous lesson, we saw how to represent a AC waveform in a complex number, and we represented it in a polar form. We put the RMS value here and the angle here. Okay. In general, a complex number can be represented in two different formats. One is called rectangular and polar. Rectangular form, we write it like this. This is called the real number. This is the y is the imaginary number. Okay. R is the magnitude, and this one is called the angle. Okay. So in rectangular format, we write like this: the real number and the imaginary number, and we put a j to indicate, we multiply j with the imaginary number. Okay. So this is an example. 7, this is the real number, this is the imaginary, and we plus this. So this whole thing is a complex number. The other way to represent it is in a polar form. We put the magnitude here and the angle over here, and with a symbol. Okay, so what's important here is to know how to convert this to this or this to this. Okay, so we'll see that conversion now. There are two ways to do it. The method one, which I would recommend for this module, is to use your calculator. Okay, for example, if you want to convert rectangular to polar, okay, if you are given this and you need to find this, you can use your calculator. How to use it, I've given some links here. You can click the link and check. This is a YouTube short. It's just a few clicks, and you'll see how to do this conversion. Okay. Similarly, if you want to convert polar to rectangular, okay, this is the polar form. If you want to find this format, also you can just do a few clicks in your calculator and you will get this. Okay. The link I've given is for a specific calculator. I think Casio, some brand, some model. If you are using a different model, just search in YouTube or Google. Okay, or we can discuss in the class. Okay, so this is the way to do it. This one I don't recommend, but this is, if you want to manually calculate, this is the formula. Okay, if you are given, for example, let's say 7 plus j8. If you want to find the r and theta, you put 7. This is your x, this is your y. Okay, x and y, and you can use this equation to get your r, and then you use this equation to get your theta. Okay. Similarly, if you have if you are given in the polar format, okay, for example, your z is equals to 10 and your angle is 53 degrees. You want to find the x and y. Okay, you want to write it in the rectangular form. This is your r and this is your theta. Then just replace here and you get x and y. Your x will be about the value here, 6.02, y is 7.99. Then you can just write in your rectangular format 6.02 plus j 7.99. Okay. Yeah, but I would recommend you to do this. Okay, I forgot to mention, in this lessons we will be using degrees, so always convert, make sure your calculator is in the degree mode. Okay, it's not in the degree mode. Calculator can be even in radian, degree, or gradient for the angle. You convert it to degree. Okay, thank you, that's all.